Welcome back. Day 2 starts with Dad enlisting at Nambour. Many lads enlisted at Nambour, and the RSL has erected a memorial wall with the names of servicemen and a small pinhole to place poppies on Anzac Day. It's a wonderful place to reflect, to remember, and to pay respects to those who sacrificed so much. The Bible says in John 15:13, "Greater love has no one than this, than to lay down one's life for one's friends." And you could add one's country and generations to come that they will never meet. But those thoughts were not on the minds of the young lads who stepped up to defend Australia, and a mixed lot they were. While doing their training, Dad organised a talent concert for the troops. In any unit, there's always someone who can act or sing, and of course there are always musicians. It didn't take long to rehearse, and Dad wrote some comedy skits and put a good program together. And I'll let Earl take up the story from here.
I'd been painting houses with my dad since before Christmas, and as soon as 1942 came around, I presented myself to the recruitment hall in Nambour and was signed up straight away. That night, Thal and I talked through what could happen and what arrangements need to be made for her and young Rodney should anything happen to me. My mum and dad had moved back to Brisbane and decided that Thal and young Rodney would move in with them while I was away. The following day we said our goodbyes and I joined the carriage load of Nambour lads that went to the showgrounds in Brisbane to be kitted out and various needles and stuff given. Then we all went to Redbank to begin initial training. Within a week we were then sent to a training camp at Cowan on Moreton Island. We gained an intimate knowledge of guns, learnt to take orders in action and developed a camaraderie within the unit. Some of the men I was there with were Gunner L.A. Simpson, Simo, of Wynnum Central, Gunner J. O'Toole, Tiger, of Mudgeeraba, and Brigadier F. Grizzle, Giesel, of Gympie. I also penned a poem about Sergeant Rocky Dixon, who looked after us at Cowan.
Dizzy Dixon. We'd follow him to Hellengone till we knew him for a while. Then he began to bring it on, the terror of Cowan Isle. When he was screaming orders out, you'd hear him for a mile. He definitely was on the snout, the terror of Cowan Isle. Even when he went to school, he'd been a problem child, and he became so hard and cruel, the terror of Cowan Isle. He creeps on a post at night and using the utmost guile to try and catch us sleeping, the terror of Cowan Isle. He'll do it once too often and the guard will blow off his tile. He'll be ready for his coffin then, the terror of Cowan Isle. He bungs it over everyone. He's a villain, there's no denial. It's Sergeant Rocky Dixon, the terror of Cowan Isle.
Rehearsals went well and the show went on to be well received. They had a weekly newsletter printed and referred to me as Comic Colonel Coomber, who constantly collected cheers. This got me into I section, since they considered me to be a good organiser. I section was attached to HQ Torres Strait Force.